Hey everyone, welcome to the Knit and Crochet Spot. My name's Melissa and I'm coming to you from the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. Today is Wednesday, June 16th. It's actually 10:45, so it's pretty late in the evening, so this probably won't even upload and be seen until tomorrow on Thursday. And on top of that, it's supposed to be a Monday Makes video, but I'm a little late. Excuse me, I've had a very busy week. We're doing a lot around the house, painting and ordering carpet, which it's not been that easy. But it's sorted now, and doing stuff outside, so I haven't had a lot of time to podcast. And so even though it's late at night, this is about the only time I can squeeze it in, so better late than never. I would like to thank all my new subscribers for joining my channel. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. And I also want to welcome back all of my other subscribers. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you spending time with me and coming to see what I have to show y'all. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Lisa from LadybirD Loves for giving me a shout out. I very much appreciate it, and I will link her channel down below. So if you have not already checked out her channel, I suggest that you do. She has a great channel, and she's just a wonderful person. And I also want to remind everybody that I have a giveaway going on because I reached my 400 subscribers. So I will also link that video down below. It is going on until June 24th. It will end that evening, and then on June 25th, I will pick a winner. So go on over and check that out and see if you like any of the yarn that I'm giving away. And all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment. And it is a worldwide giveaway, so wherever you are in the world, if you win, I will send this package off to you. So, like I said, this is well, it's not a Monday Makes because it's Wednesday, but it is a video where I'm going to show my finished objects and works in progress that I've been working on for the week. So I have one finished object. I have one almost finished object. The knitting is done, but I have to sew up the back. And then I have two works in progress and one previous WIP that I had to tear out. So I was going to show you that. So we'll just get right into it. So my finished object for this week are my socks. I've got them both done. Last podcast I just had one done, but now they are both done. So it's a good way to show them both. So they do not match. I am a person that likes to match my socks. And I tried, but this section ended up being different from each other, but they still go together very well. And I didn't bother matching up the heel. So obviously these are knit socks. All my projects this week are knit. I haven't started anything new crochet. I have a crochet blanket I'm doing, but I didn't work on that. So I won't be showing it this week. But these are my socks. They're shorty socks, and they're just 15 rows of 2x2 rib, and then 10 rows before I got to the heel. That's an afterthought heel. And this 65 rows, and then just a toe, regular toe. I'm not sure what you call it, and I just Kitchenered the ends together. So there they are, and I like the shorty socks. I like how they look. And I think, for the summer, I'll be making more of these. So the yarn that I used for these is a Peyton's Croy sock. Peyton's Croy sock. It is in the color Brown Rose Marl. It's a #1, super fine. It is 75% wool and 25% nylon. It's 50 grams. Each skein is 50 grams, and I used 2 skeins. Well, I didn't use all of them, but I had 2 skeins that I used to make the socks. They're 106, so 50 grams, 166 yards, and it's made in Turkey. And so this is what I have left over. So I did I used 1 skein to make 1 sock, and then the other skein I attempted to get it, you know, I attempted to get it to a place where it would match the other sock, but didn't quite work out that time, work out as I wanted, but that's okay. I still think they look really nice, and they obviously go together. So, and the needles that I use for my socks are 2.25. This is a 32-inch cord, and these are my Addy Rocket squared. Is that right? Yes, Rocket squared. And those are the needles. So that's it. There's my socks. I'm really happy with them. So that's my only finished object, I think. So last week I had one sock done and I hadn't started the other. And I, you know, was able to get them done relatively quickly, for me at any rate, because it was a shorty sock. So that's that right there. And then the next almost finished object I have is a little baby dress. I'll get the pattern out first. If it's in here, where is it? There it is. Oh, and this bag is, that my socks were in this bag. And this is from Cedar Hill Farm Company. That's what bag my socks were in. And then this project that I'm about to show you, I had in my Matter Root bag. And it's a preemie baby dress. And it is by, let's see, Mariana's Lazy Daisy Days. And this is the Lazy Daisy all-in-one premature baby dress. And it comes in 3 sizes, a medium preemie, large preemie, and small preemie. And I did, excuse me, I did the large preemie. So there it is. And here is the dress. It's really cute. And I figure this will be, because I don't have any babies in my life right now, but I figure I can give this to my granddaughter for her dolls. So here it is. It's adorable, and it was very easy and quick to knit up. Isn't it cute? And so all I have left to do is to sew this together. I'll use mattress stitch, and then at the top, I think there's 2 areas for buttons. I think it was just 2, yeah. So there'll be buttons at the top. And I will mattress stitch, which, you know, that's not my favorite thing to do, but it's not very much to do. It's really, this yarn here is really soft, and it's just, I love how this came out. So the yarn that I used, I've shown this yarn quite a lot lately. But I used, it's a Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee yarn. It's the Sugar Wheel Cotton Solids. And this is what I have left. It's very soft. Every time I talk about this yarn, I'm going to mention it. It's extremely soft. It's the softest cotton I've ever felt. And it is 100% cotton. It's a number 3 light. It is 142 grams, 335 yards. And the name of this yarn is Velvet Blush. And it was made in Turkey. It's really soft. I can't emphasize that enough. And the needles that I used a 4mm Chowgoose. And that's the needles I used. So that's it for that one. So I just have to sew the back of that up and pick out some buttons. There it is. I really like how it came out. Alrighty. So then now to my other, well, another works. These are my 2 works in progress. So this I've shown a lot. This is the scarf that it's the Never Ending Scarf. And that is my Hitchhiker Beyond by Martina Bem. And that's what this is. And this is, I'm still plugging away at it. How do we show it? So here it is. It's long, so I won't be able to show all of it all at once. And there's yarn everywhere. But here it is. I can't really see what you're seeing. But basically you start here. And then it gets bigger and bigger. And then you reach a point. And then you reach a point and then you start decreasing. And so I was here, and so I did all of that. And you knit it this way. So I can't see what you're seeing. I'm sorry if it's, but there it is. And I'm starting to get a little worried because I have to this end right here has to get down to this. So, and this is all, I only have this much yarn left. So I'm praying, because I can't buy any more of this yarn. They don't have any more. So basically, I have like all of this to do. I would say from where my finger is to there. So, and I followed the directions. You're supposed to weigh your yarn first and then stop after, increase until your yarn weighs such amount and then start decreasing. And I did do that, but I'm getting nervous. And I know that it'll start getting less and less stitches. So just cross your fingers for me. So this yarn is Bumblebee Acres yarn. There's their tag. It is, the colorway is the End of Rainbow. It's on their Coquette sock base, which is 75% superwash American Coriadel, 25% nylon. It's fingering weight 3-ply, 4 ounces, 434 yards. And this is all I have left. Oh, and the bag is my Cottontail Farm bags. I do know the name. I just look at the name because I feel terrible. I do know the name of the bags, but I feel terrible if I got it wrong. So I figure better safe than sorry. So this is this bag that this is living in. And I am using, the needles I'm using, they're my High Sharps 3-point, I do this I'm pretty sure it's 3.25. So, and it's enjoyable TV knitting. I don't watch TV, but it's enjoyable, easy knitting. You know, it's just garter stitch. So there it is. There's that. And then my last works in progress is barely been started. And it is in my Tea Doddles bag. And this is a pair of socks. And I've only gotten this far. That's all I've done so far. And these are 2.25. And these are my High Sharps. Whoop. So that's all I've gotten on that so far. And for this, I'm using Felici. Let me see the tag. Here's the tag. This is the yarn. Felici sock yarn is so soft. So this, the colorway is Mountain Mist. It's a Knit Picks yarn. It is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 218 yards, 50 grams. And it is made in Italy. So that is the yarn that will make my next, I will use this to make my next pair of socks. And I'm going to do shorty socks for these as well, because it's summertime and I really like how those other shorty socks, I normally knit shorty socks, but not this short. I usually do, like this is just 10 rows to the heel. I usually do about 25 rows to the heel. But I'm liking those, and they go quick, because like before you know it, you know, you knit, and before you know it, you're at the heel, and then you're knitting on the foot, so it goes quick. So that is these. I think that's it for that. And so for my last thing that I want to show you, this has been a WIP, definitely a WIP in my last podcast. I can't remember if it was in a podcast before that. But I've had to tear it out. And it is my polar bear stuffy that I was knitting. This is the Sleepy Polar Bear by Susan B. Anderson. And I should have left it stuffed so you could see how ridiculous it looked. So this is, I pulled the needles out, but I haven't actually, you know, pulled all the yarn back. So this is, I did all this, and and I still had left to do the head. And I just was looking at it, and it told you, you know, you should start stuffing the body now. So I did that, and it was huge. It was just too big, and it is a good size stuffy, but it was just ginormous, and it just, I was having a hard time getting it to shape right. And I think a lot of it has to do with the yarn and the needles. I should have knit this on smaller needles so that this, you know, it's just, see, it just stretches too much, and I just couldn't get it to form. It was just so big, it just getting bigger and bigger. I really should have left it so that you could have seen how ridiculous it looked. So yeah, I'm gonna pull all that yarn out. And the yarn, but I did, before I did that, I knit the sweater, well, minus the arms. And so I knit the sweater, and I put the sweater, you know, I stuffed this, and then I tried to fit the sweater on it, and it would not fit. And this is a bulky yarn. So, well, let me tell you the yarn that I used. This yarn here is a Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted yarn. It is, the colorway is cream. It's a number 4, 180 yards, 100 grams. And it is made in Turkey. So that was this yarn. And then for the sweater, I used another Premier yarn. I don't know what I did with the rest. Oh, here it is. So I have a lot of this left. So this is a Premier Puzzle yarn. I have a lot of this left. And this yarn is a number 5 bulky, 328 yards, 200 grams. It's 100% acrylic. And the colorway of this is Brain Teaser, and the yarn is made in Turkey. So that's what I used for this. And the needles I used for this, for the body, I used 4mm needles. Yes. And then for this, I used 6mm needles. So what I'm going to do is, I still want to knit this because I really want to have this bear. Isn't it? It's just so cute. I'll show you another picture better. It's just so cute. I had bought the felt for it and everything. Oh. So I am going to knit it. I am going to knit it again. And I picked a different yarn. I went to Hobby Lobby because they had their Hobby Lobby clearance, and so I did get some clearance yarn. That'll be another video, and this yarn wasn't on clearance, but I got this while I was there, and it's I love this wool, and it is 100% wool. It's a number 4, 113 grams, 220 yards, and this is the colorway of this is ivory. And it's made in China. So this yarn is not as soft. It's not a very soft yarn. This is another skein of the Premier yarn. This is very soft, but I feel like this yarn will hold its structure better. It won't be as stretchy as this. That's what I'm hoping. Because I just couldn't form this. It was just getting fatter and fatter, and so, and I'm going to go down a needle size when I knit the body, and I just think maybe this will, you know, have a bit more structure to it. So I'm going to use this to knit the body, and cross my fingers it comes out okay, because I really want to have that polar bear. And this project has been living in another Matter root bag that I have. So that is it, guys, for this week. I hope you all enjoyed this, and thank you if you stuck around this long. I will have some other videos coming out. I have a Hobby Lobby clearance yarn haul to show. I know a lot of people have shown theirs, but I thought maybe you'd be interested to see what I got. And I also have a Hobium yarn haul to show. And I really, after that, I have to quit buying yarn for a while, because if you could see down on the floor there, the yarn that I have with nowhere to go, it has nowhere to live. I have to slow down on my yarn buying. I have to. So that's it, guys. I hope you all are doing well. Like I probably said that a million times, but I do mean it. And I hope you're enjoying your week, and I will see you soon. So until then, bye.